Good morning, student. Today we are going to study about the concept called production function. So, production function of a firm is a relationship between input used and output produced by a firm. So, we are talking about or we are studying the relationship between by using the input, what output and how output has been produced by a firm. It can be a firm, it can be a farmer, it can be individual person. By using the input, how they going to produce the output. If we take an example of a farmer, for him the input will be labor and land. If we take an example of auto driver, input will be the auto and output will be the service, what money he is earning. So by using the input and output produced by a firm, that is the relationship we are going to study under the production function. For various quantities of input used, it gives the maximum quantity of output that can be produced. For various quantities of input used, that means if you are using different amount of input, the output also changes. Example, if you are using more amount of land and less amount of labor, the production will be not much greater. But if you are using more amount of labor and more amount of land, that time the output will be maximum. So as input and output changes, the production also changes. So if you are using more input, the output will be more. If you are using less input, the output will be lesser. Considered that farmer we mentioned above. So in previous class I used the example of farmer. For simplicity, we assume that the farmer used only two input to produce wheat, land and labor. So now we are taking one example and we are studying about the production function relationship. We are assuming that there are two input which he had used, that is land and labor. A production function tells us the maximum amount of wheat he can produce for a given amount of land that he used. So now we are going to study maximum amount of wheat he can produce for a given amount of land that he had used. So if we increase the amount of land, if we increase the amount of labor, how much he can be produced, so and how it is going to be effective. And a given number of hours of a labor that he performs. So it is also depend upon the hours of performance of a labor. So it is always depend upon the output, always depend upon the input which we are using and how we are using it. If we are having land, how much land we are using. If we are using the labor, how much hours that labor is working on that particular land. If we are going for agriculture activity, if we have 1 acre of land, in that 1 acre of land, how much land we are going to use. At the same time, if we having 1 labor, 2 labor, 10 labors, for how many hours those labors are going to work, that also plays an important role. Suppose that he used 2 hours of labor, that is per day, and 1 hectare of land to produce a maximum of 2 tons of wheat. So now we are assuming that by using land and labor he is going to produce a wheat, and here the labor he is going to work only 2 hours per day, and they are going to produce wheat in 1 hectare of land, and they can produce a maximum 2 tons. If labor works for 2 hours in 1 hectare land every day, then they can produce 2 tons of wheat. Then A function that describes this relationship is a production function. One possible example of the form this could be form this could take is, that is, Q is equal to K into L. This is a production function. So one possible example of the form this could take is, we can describe this explanation in one equation, that is Q is equal to K into L. Q is nothing but the quantity. Which quantity we are going to study? That is wheat, is equal to K into L. K into L means capital and labor. Capital means the money which you are using. So capital also we can take it as a area or the land or the property, how much land or property we are going to use. Where Q is the amount of wheat produced, K is the area of a land in hectares. So K you can take it as a capital or the land, because for the land you have to spend money. So that's why we will take it as a K. So K is a area of the land in hectares. L is the number of hours of work done in a day. So how many hours the labor had worked in that field. So that is we are going to study in L. So the simple equation, that is Q is equal to K into L. K is nothing but the land into L is nothing but labor, how many hours he worked. Where Q is the amount of wheat produced, K is the area of the land that we already studied. Describing a production function in this manner tell us the exact relationship between input and output. By describing this equation clearly give you the idea how production function going to be work. In simple word you can say how the production function. So in one equation it explains all the things clearly. If either K or L increases, Q will also increases. If capital and labor going to be increased, the output also going to be increased. Example, in one instead of 1 hectare land, now we are using 2 hectare of land, and instead of 2 labors you are going to use 10 labors which are going to work for 5 hours. That time the output will be different. It also going to be increased. For any L and K, that is labor and capital or labor and land, there will be only one Q. One Q means there will be only one output. It is depend upon you, like if you use how much labor and how much capital you are going to use, how much land you are going to utilize. According to that, there will be only one output. If you are going to change capital and labor, then the output will differ. Otherwise, there will be only one output. Since by definition we are taking the maximum output for any level of input, so we are trying to produce maximum output. A production function deals only with the efficient use of input. So how much efficiently we are going to use the sources which are available for a person. Efficiency implies that it is not possible to get any more output from the same level of input. So that means we are going to make sure, if you are using this amount of labor, that is 2 labors working for 2 hours, and 1 hectare of land, we can get maximum. That is how much maximum we are going to get, that you studied 2 tons of wheat. So we are making sure that we will get 2 tons of wheat. After few months, if we use 1 hectare of land, 2 labors and same energy, then also we are going to get 2 tons. So it is not possible for us to get 3 tons. So we are making sure that we will get maximum. So thank you student. I hope you understood. If you are having any doubt, contact me and clarify with me. Thank you.